Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-January 2019 love reading. It's Raina here, and this is a new spread that I'm using, so that's why I'm starting over again, because I was trying to get my bearings. And if you hear some screaming outside, it's probably the kids coming home from school. I timed this perfectly, of course, this type of reading. But the other thing I wanted to say is that this reading is intended for people who are single as well as those who are in troubled relationships. Sometimes people are confused by that because they say, well, why can't I watch if I'm in a happy relationship? Of course you can watch. But I would ask you why you would want to watch if you're in a happy relationship. Are you waiting for the other shoe to drop because you don't trust your good fortune in the relationship? I would suggest that if you're in a relationship that you think is a good one, be happy in that relationship and don't worry about the future and what if they leave, what if they cheat or something like that. That's not productive, and it also, according to the law of attraction, it's creating this thing where you are the person who feels that sense of not being deserving of love. So, I'm getting too far into the weeds and I haven't even started the reading, but I just wanted to put that out there. So, the first position, the center position, is the card that represents your love life at the moment. And we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a card of waiting for the harvest. So it's really a card of patience, and the person is gauging the progress of their endeavor, okay? So, and you see that they're pentacles, so it really is about the tangible results of something. And of course with love, it's not about something that you can measure physically. It's really not like that. However, we can use that symbolically to talk about perhaps for a single person, you're talking to someone and seeing if they have the same feelings for you. Maybe you have met somebody who's an earth sign, like Pentacles represent. Your sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus individual. And maybe you're in very early stages of talking to somebody, or you will be in the near future. And it could be very like patient attitude about this, because if you're dealing especially with the Taurus, you better be patient, because they are not very fast moving and you don't want to push them. Sometimes Capricorns are pushy because you're a cardinal sign and you like to kind of take charge of a situation and make things happen. So if you are somebody who is married or in a partnership, you may have hit some, rocky, choppy waters, and perhaps you are trying to mend the situation, but you're being cautious, maybe cautiously optimistic, and you may have even separated from the person, because we have here in the past position the Four of Swords, which is a card that is connected with perhaps taking time out, maybe even over the holidays. Was it possible that you kind of like took a separate holiday just to get your head together and to rest and to recuperate from the stress? And I really do, when I get this card, I think of somebody who has been through a lot of stress. And I also think that they may not be talking to the other person that much, or just not at all, because you want to be totally separate from that person, like a legal separation in a marriage, but you don't want to have them influence you because you're doing a lot of soul searching maybe. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, right now, you may have even moved back in with that person, or if you're living in a separate residence, you are seeing them here and there, or, you know, on a regular basis, so that you can see if they've changed, which is a smart idea, not to just believe somebody has changed because they say that they have, but really see if their words matched, or their actions match their words, because they may be trying to say what it takes to get you back, and they may not have changed at all. So it is good to be cautious about that and not necessarily take them at their word. And the challenge here is represented by the Three of Cups. This may be even like a drinking problem. Perhaps there's a third party involved. The number 3 can indicate that. And you see in this deck, which is the Rider-Waite deck, as well as my Morgan Greer deck that I typically use, the one that looks like 70s, according to somebody, that has women, you know, together. And so it could be somebody who's womanizing, okay? And I'm not trying to bash men. Maybe there's some women who womanize. How do I know? But anyway, the point is that this person may have a problem, maybe with drinking, and the drinking bone is connected to the cheating bone or something. And so they go out to the bars, and they you know, what do they call it? I can't even think of, throw them back, or, God, I can't even think of the saying. Toss them back, you know, have a bunch of drinks, and before they know it, maybe they don't even want to do it overtly, but they just kind of lose their resolve, and they go off with somebody, and they are doing what they claim to you that they really don't want to do. So the point that I'm trying to make is that there may be something else at the root cause of this, and you may be focusing on certain behaviors like abusive speech or infidelity, and it's not really looking at an addiction perhaps that is causing some of these other problems. And that oftentimes is true when there is a problem in a relationship, is that people are hyper-focusing on the surface details and not looking at the root cause that needs to be addressed. And even the drinking isn't the root cause, or the whatever, you know, it's, or the cheating. A lot of times people do those kinds of things because of even deeper issues. So the bottom line is that the other person has to acknowledge that they have to change. Now, the point that I'm trying to make too with this Three of Cups is it's a card, it's actually a positive card, which can be about, you know, celebrating a victory, or, you know, socializing. But because it's in the challenge position, I'm reading it almost like a reversed card. Now, the other thing too is that this person may have a group of friends that is kind of poisoning the well. So, and this could be male or female, that especially within a certain age group, I would say when people are in their late 20s and their friends are starting to get married, and then you have the group that's really, you know, still in that single stage, and they resent that their friend, or they feel threatened that their friend is getting married, and so they automatically are kind of saying little snide remarks about that person, and that kind of influences the friend, you know, the one who's married. And they start to look at their partner differently because they're torn. They may have known their friends longer than they've known their love partner. And so they feel this sense of being pulled in two different directions, and they don't realize, they're not sophisticated enough to realize that these people, they feel threatened, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. I realize I'm running low on memory here, so I gotta skedaddle. what is coming in is represented by the Ten of Swords. So this is realizing when you have been betrayed. Maybe you've been in denial and you've really thought with that Seven of Pentacles that you could make something work. And now you realize that it's not going to happen. Also, this could be advice too. And so the advice would be, if you really feel that when you're talking to this person that nothing has fundamentally changed, then it's important to understand what you're dealing with. The number 10 is the end of a cycle. And so it means that there is this sense of the relationship coming to a close. And actually, at the end of January, there will be a lunar eclipse, and I think they said it's a blood moon, supermoon, in Leo, 0 degrees of Leo, which is the 8th house, your 8th house, which is the house of intimacy, the house of uncovering secrets. So watch out. You might find out. That might be when this card makes itself known. The outcome is the Lover's card. Isn't that interesting? This could mean that you're making way for a new real relationship, intimate relationship, by letting go of the old, with the old cycle. Or you could have new intimacy with the person that you're with, because you have let go of, maybe that Ten of Swords is letting go of that feeling of betrayal. Maybe you have been the one holding on to something and you need to forgive. And the Lover's card is about really becoming one as a couple. Or perhaps you meet somebody, and this card is connected to Gemini. Would be an interesting combination, but it also, the Lover's card also means that you may have to make a choice for some reason. Maybe about, again, should I stay or should I go? Okay, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry, I have to run. I have 2 minutes left. If you'd like a private reading, the link is below. Have a great rest of January. Bye.